to 13, 14 years. Others, we were initially many, but others stopped and got involved into drugs because of that idleness. Now, my biggest problem now is I don't have that support, enough support whereby I can engage, where they can give them a platform they can engage and showcase their talents. And that's why I'm requesting with the help of MSOA. I know this is a very huge and very powerful brand, whereby you can join hands. At least with the dancing, I have no problem because I do dance classes every Saturday. Thank you.
So, I think it's a good project, but you haven't really structured it. It's all over the place. Yeah, so I think we should actually have a structure and then ask for help, because it feels like you're doing a lot of things, but we're not sure how we can help. Yeah.
Okay, what's your project? I'd like to hear about the financial part of it. How you going to support it financially? What's your plan financially?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. My financial support is that I want whereby we do events, we get the funds, and with the funds, we can organize for, that those, like when you get funds, you just come as a team, you strategize that this money we allocate to doing this, and this allocated to doing this. And also, most of them are still students, they are not business stuff. So at some point, we also need to get up as much as they're doing their talents, but also academic-wise, they should be taken care of.
What is in for us as a corruption agency will be sponsoring the project?
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, apart from just the kids being with you, you also get a chance to take them around, and also brands and also not just as a modeling agency, but also as a talent platform for all kind of talents.
Hi.
Hi.
If maybe we decide to invest in a project or support you in a way, how will it add value to us as a brand? Not just us. Remember, our thing is Africans for Africa and value to society. So maybe explain how this will add value to society and us as well.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Okay, as I said earlier, the second option is majorly based in modeling. But in Mombasa, modeling is not that serious. So with that, I think
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Joan Nyambura. I'm representing I am Miss Wasimishu, representing Wasimishu County, and I'm here to say my project. So my project is about sustainability and environmental awareness. That means, I chose this project because I'm very passionate about conserving our environment and keeping our environment clean, because our actions impact where we live, like our home, which is our planet, and it is our responsibility to maintain it. So what I had planned was that we set days, like 2 days in a month, to go around the county or our country, in whichever place you're going to select, and do collection. Like we collect waste that is affecting, that is scattered everywhere, charities in the rivers, all around the environment, and also spreading awareness about environmental conservation to other people, because it's very important, with the help of the agency. And also, I also had a project about charitable events to children's homes, especially, for example, by the help of the agency, you can fund us in buying like sustainable things, like for example, foodstuffs, pads, and other things, and or other contributions to help the children in the children's home. And also, we can also use the funds to buy pads to distribute to high schools in marginalized areas, because most of the people who are in the marginalized areas struggle to buy these things, and sometimes because of this they can miss to attend schools, and that's not like a good thing for them, because they have a right to go to school, and just because of that small problem of not having pads and other things that will help them, that's why I thought that it will be our responsibility, to be good for us to help them get those pads so that they can have a good life for themselves. Yes, thank you.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So you've talked about, it's actually two things that you're working on, right?
Yes.
Environmental conservation and charity.
Yeah, charity.
So I'd like you to be more specific on how you're going to actualize that part of environmental conservation. Be more specific on, I need you to have objectives which are achievable and attainable. So can you explain to us, how do you plan to execute your project?
Okay, how I plan to execute my project is, first, I would like request the agency to set aside a day where all the models who are part of the agency or who want to join us to come, and like before that, prior to that day, we can plan like one day we set a place like we can go to. For example, if it's in Wasingishu County, we can go to one part of, we can start with town and say all the places that have litter, we collect them, and we also spread awareness, like we can tell other people like don't throw litter just anywhere, you can just throw them to the near dustbin or something. Yeah, that way. And afterwards we gather, and then we just like that.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
This sounds very much like the CSRs that we do. Now, do you have a structure of how you can be able to fuse this with the CSR? Do you have an indication of how much it will cost? And can you put this in a plan? Because we eventually want to is look at all these things that you're talking about in a way that can fit into our program in the budget. Do you have this?
Okay, I can prepare it.
Okay.
Good morning. My program is Mr. Migori representing Migori County. So my project is about the jiggers infestation in Migori. When I begin this jiggers infestation or jiggers, these are fungal, these are hydrophone, parasitic that burrows under the feet of a person. So you find it's more of difficulties maybe in production of some foodstuffs from the farm that can be used for uses in home. The effects of this mostly affect the poor families which may be finding difficulties attaining some shoes or proper housing and so on. But you get the treatment of jiggers disease, so for dependency from the whites. And maybe the use of the common things that we've been using, the gloves and washing soaps and some lotions to apply on the feet. Those are some of the less expensive things that we could afford. But with the help of the agency, maybe to attend some of the potassium permanganate that can be used to wash the parts of where the fungus are, the parts where the insects are part of the feet can be more easy. So I would like to wish or request if maybe we can help this or touch hands together and do this, it can help life of many in the world. Because my motto of this is changing one life at a time. Thank you.
Just like other people, you're not so direct with your project. Like I've only heard you mention that thing that will be used to keep away the jiggers, right? So you are supposed to tell us what specifically will you need from the agency. Is it just that or what else?
Okay, my specific things I said what I would like to wish from the agency is the provision of the medicines, the scientific medicines and the use of the gloves, surgical gloves and maybe potassium permanganate.
Hello. What inspired you to complete that project?
Okay, what inspired me to come the project is my motto, changing one life at a time, life of man.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have the places that you would like to go to? Ama, it's just a general like.
I've got the places because it's something that I've been working on.
Okay, I think that in your project you should just own up your project. So you tell us, I have a spot in this place and this place because of this and this and this.
Okay, since I had no help, I've got two places. One place is in Migori and the other place is in Kubulo village.
So this is something you've been doing.
Yeah.
So where do you get the funds to do?
Okay. I've been a student and I was the midst of the school. So most of the times I was supported by the school. And what the school provided me with was just the less expensive things as surgical gloves and the soaps and lotions.
So does this mean that you just need funding from the agency? And do you do this by yourself, or is there a group that does this? Do you need assistance also from other models?
Okay, I had a group that was helping me do this, and I had a group that was helping me do this. Those were fellow models, maybe from the school. And since now I'm not studying, I completed my education. I can just gather models, other models, and do with them the project.
Hi, Mr. Migori. Just tell me, do you have plan mapped out how you normally do your activities, like on a weekly basis, a monthly basis? A structure that you have in place, like I've asked other people. Do you have a structured way of doing this CSR jiggers, or is something that you do randomly and just spontaneous? Because we want a structure that we can be able to work with. Do you have that?
Yeah, we have a structure. The problem was the branding. We had no brand. Like we was just doing this.
Hi everyone. My name is Derry Mutemi. I'm representing Kisumu County. So there's Wodwe County Hospital where there are these sick kids. Some of them have all of the health conditions, but some of them feel sick when they are growing up. I would like to visit the kids and bring them toys. That's with the help of the agency, to bring them a few toys to play with, just keep them happy, because when I was doing my attachment there, you see the sick kids, they are very sad in their rooms, just lonely.
they just kept quiet on me. So I would like the agency to at least help me to find someone to train girls who would like to be part of models or dancers, because there are people with talents there, but my school doesn't have any entertainment stuff. Recently I trained like 2 girls, but this pageant kept me a little bit busy and I stopped. When I finished, I want to go back and continue.
Good morning. So now, this project that you have in mind, is it something that you structured for Kisumu? Is it something that you structured for Eldoret? What's the location and what are the real goals and achievables that you have that you can able to partner with them?
Okay, for the project about the sick kids, it's Webwe County Hospital. It's where I did my attachment, and I want to be able to help those kids. And that will help at least brand second option and make second option like more known to people. And then about the other project of training models and at least supporting talent in my school, I'd like the agency to help me on that, because it's hard to find a home. Like there are people who are interested, but it's hard to find a place to train.
Okay. Ms. Kisumu,
Yes.
you've talked about the children in Webuye, right?
Yes.
You say the children are sick, so we want to understand which condition are these children in, and are they permanently staying in hospital, or where are they really staying?
They are in hospital, like in the hospital ward, the PIDS ward.
The?
PIDS ward, it's called the PIDS ward.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi too.
Where would you like to execute the training of models? Where is your school?
In Eldoret at Kenya Institute of Management.
Well, can you just, we have a branch in Eldoret.
Yes.
Can you just influence the students to join the agency instead, so as to work from our end as well to save funds, because we sponsor the agency in Eldoret to do activities monthly.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi too.
You said you had a hiccup a bit because you were busy.
Yes.
So what if you get other competitions? Are you still going to push on with your project, and give up on your career, or maybe have a hiccup in your career, ama you'll just let them be and then deal with your career first?
I'll do both. I'll do my best to do both. It's because I had the boot camp, so I couldn't do the training out and continue with the boot camp. See, it's impossible. So I had to come for this first, then I'll continue with the training, then after the boot camp.
I think you need to structure that, because maybe let's say your student has a competition also right now, and then she doesn't have anybody to train her during this period. So you need to have someone else who is going to do that. Another question I had, are you going to deal with their mental, what can I say? When they go for competition and maybe things do not go well. Sorry.
A minute.
Hi everyone, my name is Ian Kamau and I'm representing Wasikishu County. Okay, my project is about empowering the youth through computer literacy. This is what I've been doing for since 2019. Okay, since I moved to the countryside, I realized that people assume that everyone is computer literate. So, after I moved to the countryside, I realized that after Form 4, my focus was in the countryside. after Form 4, most of the kids who don't go to the university, they don't get to know the computer. And I believe my belief mostly is about teaching a man how to fish, not giving a man a fish for a day. So I started training computer. I started a class in 2019, and I've been training the youth, which has helped them get employed. Computer helps you get employed. I think the world is digital. 21st century, everything is computer. So you have to have that knowledge. My focus is mostly on branding, to teach things like that, suppliers, how to brand. Others are operating in photo studio. You need a computer to learn to know computer in order to operate camera and everything. Even DJs, you must know computer to be a DJ. So computer is basically everything. So my focus mostly is that on ICT. Even supermarket, to be a cashier, you must know computer. So I focus on that. The main challenge I have is maybe financial challenges is the only challenge I have. I need funds to buy more computer, find a space where we can train. We can manage. I was thinking we can manage. Second option, computer training institute. We can have institute where we can train you can train your cameraman there, your maybe videographer, so that we have our own, like an agency, we have our own, something.
You're done.
Do you charge them to train them, or is it free?
Currently I charge them because we need money for electricity, machines.
Another question is, now that you focus on the countryside, what now happens after they're done training? Do they have access to computers at home, or now they go out looking for jobs?
They go out looking for jobs.
Mr. Osengesho, good morning.
Good morning.
I think that project of yours is the same one you had in your presentation during the online challenges, huh?
Yes.
So it looks like something that you really go on. Now, I want to know if at all it's already something which is ongoing. Is this something you could partner with? Because we do a lot of posters, we do a lot of design, we do a lot of photography. Are you able to join us in the things that we do? Because that is the place where I can see as if there's something which is practical as a partnership before you go into big spending into computers and all that. This is something that is you can be able to put in a concept, in a written paper, and we see how we can work together.
It's possible, I can do that.
So you do design posters?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I not use the mic? Good morning, everyone. My name is Wanji Olasa, and I'm representing Nairobi. So I want to backtrack my project. It started back during the auditions where I was asked what I'm gonna do if I win the crown. And I said my goal will be to empower young people, and the theme will be to you have a purpose before anyone has an opinion. We went did the online challenges, and I said my project will be to help in content creation, and also I'll be able to visit the children's homes. And also, I'm so passionate about, I don't like people bully us, so that's something I want to take up on. And so, I thought my project was all over the place, and I decided the one thing I can do is set up a branch, and to also have a problem because some Nairobi models, people who train in Nairobi branch, the likes of Bidan and Melbride, they come all the way from Thika to train in Nairobi when they can be Kiambu branch. So I decided I will set up Kiambu branch to have that, and also to be able to, do the other things that I want, like visiting children's home, content creating in the, my branch, that will be Kiambu branch, and also, conducting the CSRs, which will be something that the agency really stands up for. Yeah, so that is the project that I want. And you may ask, Wanji, where will you get the people to join your branch? I am a church girl. I attend St. Francis Church, Wiru, and we have models there. We conduct Miss St. Francis Church. So we have models there, and I can be able to, influence them to join the agency via Kiambu branch, and also with the help of my social media page, I'm able to, gather people from around Kiambu branch and, make them join the branch in Kiambu. So, and where will we be training? In church, we also have a hall which is free, but at times the choir people like to use it, so I might need help to, outsource a place to train, but I'm able to, ask for help and use the hall in church. Yeah. Any questions?
Okay, one of our goals is to make the agency self-sustainable. How are you going to make your branch to be self-sustainable? And how are you going to make your branch to function better than the existing Nairobi branch?
I believe I'm able to get, actually I have 5 models in the church who I talked to before, because I wanted to start the project before this bootcamp, but I wasn't able to, so I'll just get the 5 models. I know the requirements, 5 models with comprehensive membership of 5,000, and I'll be able to do that, and I'll get others from my platform. And I can also work with Grace to help work on the social media page, because I feel like I have more information on, posting reels, the different Instagram algorithm, Instagram specifically. I believe I can do more to engage different people from, around Kenya or outside.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you able to deal with their disappointments when they go for competitions out there and maybe things don't go well? And how are you going to do that?
I have a thing of you have a purpose before anyone has an opinion. So if you decide to go to, compete and unfortunately you don't win, you had a purpose, you tried it, it failed, you can always try next time. So I'm here to empower and affirm it to younger people that you can do whatever you want.
That sounds like a project that Mr. Sudan had. And you say that you actually have models who are willing to pay. How soon can you be able to actualize it? Is it something that requires any budget provision? Because we have our branches are actually online, right? Not physical. Just had about the aspect of outsourcing a venue. We have to talk about the church. But how soon can you start this project? If we say we're going to partner together to start a new branch, how soon?
I need like a month, so I'll be able to execute it all.
When it comes to self-sustainability of the agency, what happens after you recruited 5 models and it's a one-off payment for the whole year?
Though that's just a requirement, 5 models, but we can definitely add 20 more, so it's a process.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is representatives and a project manager by profession. So I'm also a climate activist by the way. My project name is A Billion Green. My project theme is expansion of green growth. Currently it's an ongoing project. It started way back in 2019, April 22nd, on the day of World Environment Day. That is when A Billion Green was founded with my brother and I.
Secondly, what I can say about my project and Billion Green as a climate activist, we work on climate mitigation. That's our main point. That's the point we're trying to drive across Kenya and across Africa. So currently, what I can say is that a Billion Green, the main reason why a Billion Green was founded was to help in the mitigation of climate change across Kenya and Africa at large. So far, we have planted about 5,000 trees across the country. I'm sorry, I can't prove that because I lost my phone, but at our page, at abilliongreen.com, the main in Facebook. So, why was a Billion Green founded? I think I've answered that. And when was a Billion Green founded? I think I've answered that. So, how do we work? Our structured plan with a Billion Green. So far right now, we work with once in every 2 months. Like once in every 2 months, it's either we visit a children's home or maybe visit a school across the country so that we have an expansion of the green growth as our theme goes by planting trees in different parts of the country. Yeah. Any questions?
Hi.
Hi.
Where do you get the trees that you plant, and how can the second option personally?
Okay. The trees that we plant, we have different kinds of trees. We have a nursery actually at home. Yeah, we have a space for a nursery where we bring the trees when they're still young, at a certain age, around its height. That's why we do it once in every 2 months to at least give a period for the trees to grow. Thank you. Any other question?
So you have 3 nurseries in your place in Kisumu.
Exactly.
Now, you know that we do a lot of CSR in different parts of the country, and we do actually acquire plants. If we were to partner with you, how much would you be selling those seedlings at, or would you be partnering with us so that you get our platform to distribute across the country? Because we have different CSRs all over the country.
Actually, currently, as the founder of the project, I and my brother, we don't actually sell the seedlings because around where I live, there are some, I can say, about 5 species of trees that mostly produce more seeds during the rainy seasons. So from this, we can actually get about 300 seedlings of different kind of trees, like 5 types of trees. So for now, we work with those. Yeah, we currently work with what we have. Yeah. And if we were to sell, that is if we were to partner with second option, still I don't think we can sell because at our capacity, we work with the 5 different species of trees we have. So we don't actually sell. We haven't reached that point yet.
Okay, I have a question for you. You say how many trees have you planted? So
across the country,
yes.
5K.
5?
Like 5K, that is the exact number that you have.
5,000?
Yeah. The ones that have been planted, not the ones that succeeded to grow.
So I understand planting 5,000 trees requires very big space. So where have you actually planted the trees?
Okay, the main reason why we plant trees is to help, like I said, to help with climate mitigation. So far, when you check around, even I can say, basically, around you,
Thank you.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Shimuli, representing Trans Nzoia County. Well, my project is about education and it's inspired by my role model, that is my mother. Being a young mom, she had me at a very young age, but she still managed to get educated and get her bachelor's degree, and right now she's having a master's. So I also had classmates while in primary school when studying in Ngoma County. I had classmates who drop out due to lack of basic needs, and they had the lack of motivation. So my project solely is based on keeping a child in school by mentoring, offering mentorship programs to the young ones, by giving them a story. You know, you can get inspired by someone's story, just the way I got inspired by my mom's story. And also I would like to donate books to schools and hold a particular day when you can read the stories to the kids, because you also want to make learning fun for them. Just don't want to make them feel like school is boring, and to have that enjoyment and feeling like education can be fun and not boring, so that you can help them get motivated to be in school. And also another thing, the ladies, young girls, they get stigma for having periods. I experienced that while in primary school. There was this girl who was on her periods, and she was ashamed because she didn't have pads. So I'd like to donate the pads to the girls, because it helps them gain that confidence, and it gives them the confidence to be in school and not to miss a day in school. And lastly, I would also like not to forget the young mothers, because them having children doesn't mean that it's the end for them to be educated. I'd like to give them a platform and also help them to get education in the end. Thank you.
What's the name of your project?
Keeping a child in school.
Okay, so now that you've been inspired by people who drop out,
yeah,
how are you going to help those and not focus on the ones that are in school as well, like concurrently?
I believe that mentorship stories can inspire someone when they drop out of schools, because maybe they see there's something that is missing, but by telling them your story, it can inspire someone, because I believe maybe each one of us, we are inspired by someone's story.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't you think that those who lack basic needs, all they need is finances and not motivation?
Well, that's actually true. That's where the agency comes in, because I cannot do that on my own. I'd like for financial support for my project, to get stuff like school learning materials and also the pads.
Ms. Transoya,
yes.
You are aware currently that primary school education is actually a right of children in the country, and it's financed by the county, by the national government.
Yeah.
And people are coming up with ways of keeping children in school by currently having a feeding program. Where do you think we can come in? Because the only gap I can see is in the what do you call the period shaping that you talked about. You know, we do not subscribe to what you call disposable pads as an agency. We go more for the reusable pads. And previously we have tried to have a campaign in that regard, but we were not able to get a useful partner who can basically produce this. Are you in a position to get people who can produce this reusable pads and then we partner together? Or are we going to go to the same thing of buying pads every month for children?
Well, about that, I have to get a research. Well, I've been in contact with the CEC for Transoya County. I believe that when we get much communication regarding the matter, I can get back to you with the response for that.
Where exactly are you going to execute the project?
Well, first of all, charity begins at home. I'd like to go back to my county, Ngoma County, and help the children in the school where I live in Ngoma, that's Ngoma Primary School. Thank you.
due to the increased risk of suicide, I'm not going to talk about that because of that time, but you can read it for yourself. Because, so what I have done so far with my project, it's called Skills and Initiative or Skills and Initiative. The first phase of this project is on the online phase, whereby we have an Instagram page called Skills21. Hereby, I get to post things about mental health awareness, anxiety, how to manage anxiety, how to manage depression. So in relation to second option agency, I wanted your help first. Second option agency is a licensed agency. And so with this forum, I will be able to promote more mental health awareness, especially in Erie County. And then the second thing is that I am a licensed psychologist, and therefore, as a second option agency, I can be able to manage this project effectively. And third is that in Erie County, so far I've not seen any bills whereby there is the second option, bills. So using my project, you can be able to use it as a CSR, especially every month. It will be once per month in Erie County. So I think that is it for now. I don't think there's anything I've forgotten to mention.
Hi.
Hey.
What do you think is the major problem that leads to mental health issues, and why did you choose only Erie County?
So the one reason why I chose Erie County is because I'm representing Erie County in this pageant this year. And the main problem about mental health is because most people don't have adequate resources, and they don't have the adequate knowledge to sustain themselves. It could be financial, it could be knowledge-wise. Yes.
Mr. Nyeri, it's a very novel project. You know the main sponsors of second option agency is the Mercy Center.
Yes.
And the motto is health solutions on time.
Yes.
I agree with you that there's currently being pushed towards tackling mental health issues. If you were to partner with us, that would be through our Mercy Center direction. But I'm just curious, do you have an office? Do you intend to have campaigns to people outside? Or how do you intend to actualize this so that we can see how we can work together?
So thank you so much for the question. One thing about mental health is that most people are not aware about mental health issues. And so my project will be more about promoting mental health awareness by, as you have seen, the target population is children, we have adults, but now the thing is there's a lot of stereotypes and there's a lot of stigma. So when it comes to children, I wanted to go to the children's home and first do activities such as painting, such as playing with them, getting a dancer to dance with them. And as we are doing that, we are able to expose the issues about mental health awareness. So in relation to having an office, no, I don't have an office in Erie, but this project will be more about promoting mental health awareness, not offering counseling services, although still I can offer them because I'm a licensed psychologist, but this project will be more about promoting it.
The other question which I have, which is answered, is how will you partner? What's your proposal?
So the proposal, literally, this one is the proposal. So I wanted a background.
Okay. Put that in writing, huh? Please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Georgina Faye, representing Kisii County. My project is about youth development, basically on ultimate The main process of this is because of lack of knowledge and lack of enough resources. This makes it to be the main problem. What I'm planning to do is at least to provide contraceptives to various schools and wholesalers at least once a month. In conclusion, teenage pregnancy is the main problem in the entire society. From the ages itself, it's all about giving the second chances to the people in the society. I need the second chance. You need the second chance. We need the second chance. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey.
Don't you think by providing this contraceptive, you'll be more of encouraging early sexual engagements?
Yes and no, because if some guys may be not able to persevere, at least you give what they will be able to prevent not to get pregnant.
Miss Kisi.
Yes.
Now, it's a campaign that you want to have to eradicate early pregnancy. Now, your mother gave birth to you at 15. You turned out quite well. What is actually the problem in early pregnancy, if at all the outcome is this?
Maybe for her it was that, but some people it really affects them.
What I mean is, when you balance the pros and cons of early pregnancy, what is it that you tend to push for that you feel is a big agenda? Is it that it's interfering with the child's development? Is it that it's giving people complications with pregnancy? Is it that it's interfering with I just want to know why you are against early pregnancy? Forget about the law. Just want to know from your perspective as an individual. Why are you against it? Why it has worked for most African families?
I'm against it because I've seen many Netherlands, especially in primary schools, people suffering and they end up aborting, which is so risky, and they might end up killing themselves. Hi.
How sure are you that, or which method of preventing, which contraceptives are you planning to use, and don't you think some are harmful to their health and they might remain barren? How are you going to go about it?
Okay, for those who cannot go without it, I will provide condoms. And for those who are raped, I will give them the emergency pill.
Even before we go to getting them contraceptives, what's the plan? Like, you wouldn't tell that this person is already engaging in sexual activities. So what's the plan before you start thinking about contraceptives?
Okay, going around to various societies, especially in my community, there is a place where many young girls, they go with pressure. They can't go without having sex. And I know according to my research.
Hi.
Hi.
So you're only going to give advice to the youth, young mini ladies. Both.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello. In my Marsabit County. My project is agricultural based. As a young entrepreneur, I've been
like in our culture of Goma County, as a man reached at a certain age, you are being given a land. So since I have a land at home, there's this project of rearing pigs. Many people look down upon it, the rearing of pigs. We find that pigs is nowadays consumable, like it is on demand. When you go in big towns, you'll find hotels of pork, of which it is earning a lot. I'll just be brief about it. We found that one small pig, it goes at 1,000 shillings. The small one, 1,000 to 1,500 shillings. And it takes 6 months to mature. And it takes 5 months to the pregnancy period and it delivers. And when you see you have just bought one pig at 1,000 or 1,500 shillings, when you rear the pig and it matures enough, it will give birth to 12 to 14 piglets. And when you rear the piglets, they mature enough, a total of, let me say, 15 pigs. And the mature pig, a mature one, goes at 45,000 or even, let me say, 30. And when you see the project, like it adds a lot. And when even, let me say, each project has its own advantages and disadvantages. Like the pig rearing, we have the diseases that attacks the pigs. We have high cost of feeds, which is a big challenge. Cultural, like culture, and some people finding that pigs are not good for consumable, others use it for, the culture does not allow them to rear pigs. So I'd say that this project of rearing pigs, when I partner with MSOA, I think it will be of good beneficial to both of us. How? Like we find that when we partner together, we rear the pigs, we can just get 10 of the big small ones at 1,500 each. Or let me say 1,000 piglets, 1,000 one piglet, the small ones. We rear them, in 6 months they will be mature enough. And we give them 5 months of pregnancy measures. So if we sell the pigs, we thank you so much.
Questions?
Okay, before my question, where do you want this project to run? Is it in Marsabit?
Okay, thank you. I am representing my subject, but I come from Bugoma, so I think I'll locate.
Okay, now, have you identified the religious practice in the area? Because in some religions, they don't feel like they can eat pigs and stuff like that.
Yes, I get you. Like where you come from, it is consumable. It is okay. The people there.
Do you have a place there? Okay. Do you have a place where you will rear these pigs in partnership with the agency?
Like I said before, I was living alone with my dad, so I have a place.
I'm looking at your project, pig rearing. Sounds interesting. I've kept pigs, and I know how much they consume. Now, if we are to give you a startup and we set it up and we have a joint venture, how will you sustain it? And do you have that assurance money you're talking about? Because rearing pigs is quite a big exercise.
Yes. Okay, about feeding them, I can say we can go to the markets where they sell cabbages, puma wiki, so the remains in the market. It is the cheaper source of food that we can give to the pigs, apart from the commercial aspect. So that is cheaper. Thank you.
Utaanza basi.
Hello everyone. If I had an average mind, I could go back in time and do my online challenge, which was empowering everybody. But one day, I sat down at home and I realized that Kenya is not a stick here. We are talking about Africa. Hello everyone. Hello delegates. My name is Faith Kasiba from Nyeri County, and my project today is financial literacy. The reason I chose this project is because I'm an accounting student pursuing a CPA and my degree in it. I chose this because we all know Nyeri and we talk business, and money is everything. What do you think is financial literacy? It's derived from our word financial, which means investing, budgeting, and saving of money. I did my research. The probability that 100 models in the last 5 years, only 2 models are still models. So, where are the 98% of the models? People quit modeling because they think it's costly, and given this chance to execute my project, I'm going to do this. With the support of the agency, you give me a platform with the help of the social media, so that every Wednesday I be doing a live teaching models how to invest of money. Secondly, I have my own foundation called Humble Foundation. You can check in Instagram, where we do charity events. I think giving models a platform and knowledge about investing. Also, each and every month, by the help of the agency, where we'll be doing a project. I have my own foundation, so we can partner with the agency so that we brainstorm. I think this project, it will be good if it's executed, and by the help of the agency, this project may work. Thank you.
How are you going to ensure that your live reaches the target audience, and on which specific days and time are you planning to be conducting these lives?
Thank you for your question. I believe with the help of the social media manager, that's their work for branding and advertisement. My work is to deliver and to execute what's going to be there. I think I have a free schedule on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. I think that if by the help of the social media manager, we can do this and give knowledge to all models, not only in Kenya, but also in Africa.
Hi.
Hi.
Most models, first in Kenya, they don't have, they are jobless. So the only money they get from modeling, they use it to pay their bills. So how are you going to convince a jobless model to invest, and the little money that he has to pay his bills?
Okay, I was planning about this when I was going. I've been thinking that we should bring a group where all models will come as one, as a group. I think that these models, it will be nice if we encourage them to join the agency. So I was thinking that each and every month, each and every model should be paying 200. Then there's so many. Then we bring designers and other models on board. Also, we have so many models who are going international, but they're limited because of financial skills and money. I was thinking Equity Bank really supports talents. If we have the agency, the CEO can really be our intervene, so that Equity Bank can also be among our sponsors.
Okay, Ms. Nyeri, I have a question for you. There has been a fast-rising number of models in our country or in the entire world. So how do you intend to incorporate your financial decision-making to ensure that a model does not feel exploited in any way?
Yeah, so the reason of this project is also to give models hope and knowledge. I think that most models in Kenya lack knowledge. experience. I'm a professional commercial model. There's one brand I've done for 2 weeks. It was supposed to be aired on air, but I wasn't paid. So this thing is my help and my experience. I want to tell models that they should do legit things, buy a contract on board and the first step. Yeah.
Now, Ms. Mary, you've taken time to put down, I'm sure you have a lot of things in your presentation which I've not read. So some questions I might be asking which are already there. We'll look at it. But I just want to know what you're looking for is a platform to basically talk about your agenda, and you feel we can be good partners in that, and you are looking for maybe one day in a week where you can be able to have a live show to stream to people. You talk about it. You own it, and we basically give that support. That's all. Do I have it right? Okay.
Thank you.
Our CEO, officials, and my fellow contestants, good morning. So my project is about tissue drive and festival distribution in Western schools. So, it started in May when I went in Sakala Primary. It's found in Bungoma. The school is a bit poor. They use leaves in their toilets. So that made me decide to have this project to distribute some tissue papers in their schools that they can be helped in cleaning themselves after lockdown. Yeah, you know that. Then festivals. You know, in public schools, most public schools, they don't have these modern flush toilets. They have pit latrines, and pit latrines cannot blow. So I went to King's Junior in Bungoma. Then, with my mother, I was with my mother. Then we took the 3 festivals. You know festivals?
What are those?
Festivals.
What are those?
Those, okay, we use them to place inside used bags.
Okay.
Yeah, those
Okay.
ones.
Sorry, I didn't know about them. Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know those.
They are also called dental girls. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, those ones.
The things that
we used to put
disposable. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so my plan, I was planning with Sydney, my school visa. We were planning to go in sub-academy in Sabatia, Vihiga County. We were planning to take there some festivals and tissues so that they, in primary schools only. Yeah. That is my project. Any question?
Hi.
Hi, Grace.
How is your project going to be of value to us?
Oh, as an agency? Okay, so I wanted, as an agency, instead of taking another brand's tissue, we can buy another tissue from shops, then we change this brand, second option, sealing them. Yeah, understand that? Yeah, you can use this brand on sealing those tissues.
Okay, now I want to understand that the partnership that you're seeking for, it is a good idea. It's an idea basically to improve comfort, because these are people, they're using leaves, but they're not complaining. You're the one who has a problem. They're just fine. So you want to improve, you want to change their lives.
bit more expensive, huh? But how is that going to be sustainable? Because you know, in life, people live according to what is appropriate in their condition. And so when you want to change, how is it going to sustain? Because tissues have to be bought. What's the budget plan and how are you going to actualize it? Because as we come as a brand, but that would be a very huge budget. So what do you have in mind to actualize it? Because I'm saying you basically want to improve their comfort, not really a necessity. Yeah, but just your comment.
Okay, so, you know, giving them tissues will at least help them to make some effort to buy another one. Yeah, when I give them once, they make effort to buy another one.
So I'm assuming if you provide tissues, maybe provide tissues for a day. And I'm believing you're working with children, right? Children sometimes will be so wasteful. So I imagine if you provide tissues on Monday, I'm sure on Tuesday there will be no more tissues left. So what about the rest of the days? How are you going to sustain the whole plan?
Okay, for example, in nursery kids, you teach them how to minimize.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Yasin Mohammed, representative of Bungoma County, and I have a project. The project I also did it on the online challenge. If you allow me to use the projector.
What do you give out to you?
Yeah, I already given it.
DJ?
Stop this time,
My project is about an outreach foundation called Zena's Outreach Foundation. The motto of this foundation is to making kindness unknown. If you can see, it's an outreach foundation called Zena's Outreach Foundation. The motto is make kindness unknown. The main vision of creating this outreach foundation was to restore as well as the physical and the emotional of vulnerable people in my community. As you can see, my project was about helping women, teen mothers at large, mostly helping teenage mothers at large. You see, in my community, there's a lot of teenage mothers. Most of them are in vulnerable families. So you find most of the teenage mothers, you find them that they got pregnant and the people responsible for the pregnancy, they decided to walk out and leave the girl behind to deal with the child and the expenses. So we do the visits in the main hospitals. You can see we do the visits in the hospitals and do donations. Like we organize event. I organize event in children's home and in my county. I organize event. Then the event is mainly about doing donation. So we found those people that had children. They have these clothes that they don't use. So we organize an event. The people come together. We collect they donate the clothes. Then after donating the clothes, we take them to the hospitals. We take them to the hospitals and give the
bad manners from us.
Saidi Mark. Good.
So, the support of agency coming in to give us, we need platform to expand our outreach foundation to
I don't see you in any of the pictures except the ones that you are just not in this.
most of the pictures that were taken, I was in school. You know, I studied in Malindi, so most of the time it happened when I'm at school. Then, if you can see, this one is a recent pictures. It happened when I was in my attachment. So when I came back, it's when I took the photos later back.
So how often is this done?
It actually opened probably twice in 2 months. In a month, it begins once. If you can see, if you can go forward, there is an event that happened. We organized an event, a charity event, at one of the children's home. We did the donations. People came together. They bring their clothes, their own clothes, and we gave back to the society for those vulnerable people in my community.
Okay, Mr. Bukoma, having mentioned that you wanted is making kindness happen. And with this financial stretching, how do you intend to have the MSOA incorporate your projects to become a success? Because you say that you basically major in offering kindness to the less privileged.
Second, obviously, if you can see second.
Maybe just answer that, right? And then just in less than a minute, just answer that question, please.
But no one has been allowed to answer.
It's been allowed, no?
No one has been
Fine.
allowed.
It's okay. Anything which is missing, please put it down in writing, so that we can be able to interrogate it further. We here we physically present, we go. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Erin Afuna. I'm representing the committee, and my project is about boy-child empowerment. So, yes, despite being a lady, I'm doing a boy-child project. So my project is more based on bringing gender equality, where we will address the gender inequality that is happening in Kenya. We are seeing that not really only in Kenya, but at large in Africa. We are seeing most of the organizations are focused more on the girl child, which is very crucial. But at the same time, we need to empower the boy child. We should not forget about them. So my project will be addressing the masculinity, stereotypical things from the society, the mental and emotional well-being. So the masculinity, we all see from the community where we see that most of the people, they expect that the boys should do all the roles, the heavy roles, but at the same time, we can see that we have other ladies who are very potential in doing the roles. And this is a good example, like from Turkana, we can see the ladies can build the houses, and it can also happen in other communities. We should not only make the men do all the other works. On the stereotype, the norms from the communities, we see that the community has specifically decided, scientifically, we have our genders, but the community has decided to give us the roles. We see the boys, most of them, they are in a position saying if the male can't cook, they can't do some house chores, which is very wrong according to me. And also in parenting, we see in some community, when a dad has messed up, the community is all blaming the mother, and there's also a father in the house. So I think the community should give equal chances to the men to also nurture their children in a good way and not giving the role to only the women. The men should also be given the platform to nurture their children, especially the ladies, the girl child. And about emotional well-being, we all know, I'm very sure, a good number of us here know, the men in our society, they can't freely express their emotions. Like, one can't cry, they're told, "Mwanaume unalia aje?" And I feel it's very wrong. We all have emotions. We need to express our emotions. When we express our emotions and feeling, I believe the men will bring out their full potential and their ability to do most of the things without being judged by the society. So as we all know, every project has its risks. So my project, mostly it will have some insufficient funds.
Hi.
Hi.
Which age group are you targeting and where?
Okay, my project will be based in Kiambu, and then when I broaden more, I'll go countrywide. So I'm based on the age group from at least the age of 9. That is where people start realizing their roles in the society. 9 to maybe 25.
Okay, what is your take on stay-at-home dads as our westernized countries practice?
If you don't mind, do you...
Okay, stay-at-home dads are those who stay at home and do the house chores, take care of the children. They don't work, and then they give the chance to their wives to go and hustle and bring back income.
Okay, I believe that male are supposed to be given equal opportunity. Despite we see most of the people, both parents are working, but we should all give time to our kids. In that when there's a problem or when you want to address the kids, both parents should be there to tell the kids what to do and what not to do. It should not be a one-person-oriented thing.
Ms. Kiambu, your project is talking about male empowerment, but the way you describe it, it's kind of like you are trying to cement the perception that men and women should basically not be differentiated. They should do the same things without being given roles by the community. I see a conflict there, because how are you empowering men when you are actually going against what is traditionally given as a role of a man? How is that empowerment? Think about that, okay, as you write your proposal. That's addressing a conflict, so think about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Ian Mushina, representing Nairobi region in the East Ocean Africa. And today I have a project titled Avoid Crime in the Green. We've been hearing cases from slums of thefts and robbery and violence. I'm speaking of Githurai 44, Githurai 45, Kiarutu, and Makongeni. And the reason for this is because of lack of employment to the youth. So I've learned and I've come up with an idea where we can make money grow from trees. This is by creating nurseries and planting trees. Caring of trees in the nurseries, where after a period of time we might sell them and get money. This is how we can reduce. This is one of the reasons how we can reduce robbery and thefts from the slums. And I'm planning to work with the second option with your connection in media, help me reach more youths in Nairobi, work in the Africa, in the country and beyond the country we're talking about.
Now, so your project is basically growing trees. You don't get to know, you want to grow trees and sell them out to eradicate joblessness, which leads to increased crime. Do you have a format how you want to get those how you will distribute them. You're already in an agency. Have you been able to actualize part of it, or is something which is very new that you're coming up with?
Okay, how I get the trees, normally people buy seedlings at 10 shillings, but I'm planning, if it's possible, to go in the forest with the youths, take their time, go in the forest, search for seedlings and take them, so we can come and create, and nurture them from a young stage to the better stage of around 6 months, where we can be able to sell them. So at this point, we should be able to save a lot of money. And a little bit of profit from buying open to buying from 10 shillings.
Will you be working alone, or do you have a group that you work with?
Okay, I have a group where we work together, but a group of 5. And together with the second option agency, that's why I say that I need your connection in your media, so that we can reach more people in the slums. Because in the slums we have a lot of people who are jobless. It will create a big group.
So, okay, you want to create jobs.
Job opportunities.
Job
By
opportunities.
planting trees.
Where are you planting the trees?
I have an 8 to 1 acre in Thika, Kiambu.
So people will be traveling from the slums to...
As I mentioned the slums, I mentioned the Kiambu, Kiangutu, Makongeni, Githurai 44 and 45, they are close to where I am.
Do you think taking youths into the forest in search of those seedlings is causing more harm than good?
I don't see any harm in going to the forest taking seedlings. It's only that I don't find any harm in that.
Now, you listened to the presentation by Mr. Kisumu, that he basically has an idea to distribute seedlings across the country, and the trees that are available, the seedlings are available. Is this something you can work together, you, him, the agency, then you see how to make it work, because you are looking at the business end, he's looking at the conservation end, we are looking at facilitation. Is this something you can do at any project?
I've thought of that, but the distance from Kisumu to Nairobi will be a longer distance. So,
Hi.
hello.
Have you figured out how many people you want to give this opportunity to? And at what percentage are you going to get that money, the profit and stuff, to be able to pay all the people you're targeting?
Okay, from the people I'm targeting.
Mama, you put it down in writing, everything, we'll look at it.
Good morning, brothers and mothers. Okay, thank you. My name is Johnson Kemoy, and I'm the Miss Second Option Africa 2023 Nairobi representative. And today I want to talk to you about peace advocacy. My title of the project is Victory in Peace. So, as you can see from the ancient times, from the Bible times, and even in the modern times, peace has been something that has remained constant and relevant. So, it is also spoken through in the Bible, in the Christian Bible, in the Muslim Quran, and in the Hindu and even the Buddhist religions, and even the atheists and the ones who call themselves spiritual people, they all value peace. So if I may ask, okay, let me just give the definition of peace. Peace is something that can be found within ourselves, that is a peace of mind, a peace of soul, tranquility, and it can also be referred to as the absence of overt violence and war. So in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the lowest, the one that is the most important, that is the basic needs. You can name them: food, clothing, shelter,
water, oxygen, right? And the rest. As we are redefining peace, peace is like oxygen. We cannot function without peace. We cannot have this gathering over here without peace. As you can see at the study of our fellow model, Ms. Turkana, she said that she had a problem getting to the venue because there was some dispute happening between Lokichar and West Pokot. So as we can, and even in the Israel and Palestinian war, we find that children are not able to go to school, they are not able to carry out their economic and industrial activities, they are not able to get money and revenue, nothing can function without peace. So as you can see, peace is a necessity. It's like oxygen. We cannot live without peace. So why? What prompted me to go for this peace advocacy? It's because I saw this in our last elections, and we always have this recurring electoral violence. And my question is, why do we always have to live with the fear that we are always going to have wars every other time that we have election violence? Every time we have elections. Why do we always have electoral violence? Why do we always have tensions? And why do we carry out our protests? We are aware that as human beings living in a democratic government, we are entitled to have protests. It is important.
Questions?
Questions?
Thank you, Ms. Nairobi. It's an open initiative. I want to know the how. How do you intend to do this peace advocacy?
Okay, the how is, I have an organization that I started last year. It's called Victory in Peace. In short, it is VIP. So in that organization, our main goal is to create sustainable solutions and recommendations to the SDG goals, the Sustainable Development Goals, goal number 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And what we wanted to do is through peace, education, and advocacy. So how we do that, and this comes from Mahatma Gandhi's quote, if we are to achieve peace, we need to start with the children. And now that is my project. I wanted us to do mentorship programs in all level education, that is from primary, high school, and university schools. So where we do mentorship programs where we teach about peace, human rights, democracy, and civic education. Another question?
Maybe just talk about the financial part of it.
Okay, the financial part of it, I was requesting the agency to support in terms of the branding and advertising, and also to support in the funding the tours when we go to schools, when we visit the schools. Thank you.
Bado watu wangapi? 2, 3. How many people are remaining? Please raise your hand up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Makio, representing Trans-Nzoia County. The heading of my project is Inclusivity Sports for People Living with Disability. So I will start with introduction. In Modern World today, the population of people with disability has highly to offer opportunities to such groups of studying their health and leisure. Regular participation in sport and physical activity is widely accepted as supporting to improve their quality of life. The reason as to why I decided to choose this project is that most in our modern society, like the disabled people, they forgotten. For me, as an advocate for equal opportunity for both, I decided to invest in this kind of project so that to be able to include inclusivity of both people, like either you're disabled or you're well-bodied. So for me, I am a member of Church Club International, by which we do offer service to humanity. So we decided to come up with this project so that we can able to help the disabled group for them to be part and feel welcome. As you are noticing, that every solution at every time. For people, when you introduce yourself in sporting activity, there are so many benefits with it. First and foremost, it's about your health. Like people who engage in sports, they tend to be more healthy than those people who live sedimentary lifestyle. So for me, I would like to partner with the adoption agency to be able to provide human and to provide service to humanity without being biased of whether you are able-bodied or disadvantaged, the disabled people. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I missed part of your presentation. So you're talking about
inclusivity of sports.
In sports.
Yeah, so people with disability.
One question that I just want to make up, ask all the other people. How would the agency come here? What is the target area in terms of that, and what facilities would you be providing? Because it looks a bit very, very, very good.
Okay, the targeted area for me is the Western region. So for the people in the Western region, they tend to lack knowledge that everybody has the right to participate in sports. So, we had a visit to certain areas whereby you find the disabled people that have been stigmatized, being left to be seated, like somebody can just wake up and just be left to be seated from morning till evening. Yet that kind of a person, if being included to a sport, he can be able to learn something and be able to have the skills. And for the equipment that we will need, for now we can start with some wheelchairs, something that we can easily get locally.
Hi. Most areas nowadays do that. They involve people with disabilities in sports. Like most people in wheelchairs, they take part in football and stuff. So how are you going to make your project so special from the others?
For my project, it will be so special because we'll not be going with the original program whereby you find some schools, they have specific days whereby they conduct such activities and they just give them limited time. But for us, in terms of an agency, we can count maybe we have specific days that they are so separate from the one being selected by the national government or local government. So for us, it can be special in the way that we have one special days for that.
Okay, let's say you're dealing with a person who cannot walk. Have you done your research on what is needed to get this person from one place to the other? So that, let's say the entire day you're doing a sport activity.
Yeah. For people who don't walk, we have different groups of people who don't walk. We have those who can be amputated, they don't have the lower part of it. So most of them tend to use the cashless or wheelchairs. So we can see for the people that they need for them to be able to walk comfortably, whether the wheelchairs or the crashes.
Thank you.
Hello, the protocol officer. Good morning. Morning to you. Okay, I'm Mudashi Kevin, representing Turkana County. Okay, I have a project which has a title Cancer Sanitization Program. Okay, the reason why I came up with this program, the project is that in the society, most of the people don't know that cancer affects both men and women. Most of them basically say that cancer affects women, of which it is not true. Okay, during my research at Jaramogi Hospital, I found out that most of the people who go for screening are women, unlike men, Okay, how will I handle my project? Okay, we'll do it during the CSR activities of which we'll be creating awareness to the people and educating them the risk of cancer. Okay, my project will commence on February 4th during the annual cancer awareness. Thank you. Any question?
Yes, I need to understand. You want to work basically an awareness program for targeting men or both men and female, because in your pitch you say mostly women are aware but men are not. So what exactly are you targeting? Because we have a lot of cancer awareness programs in the country. And during our CSR, we dedicate one month for health activities. How do you want to fuse your project with your CSR in Kisumu? You're talking about targeting Kisumu or Uchebe?
Okay, I'm targeting Kisumu.
So just let me understand how you want to do this and how we can actually partner with you in this project.
Okay. Partnering with us, we will partner during the CSR activity, of which we'll do it once in a month, whereby we'll be creating awareness to the persons who are suffering from cancer, and besides that, those who are not suffering from cancer, and will not basically face on women or men, but will just balance the gender, of which this disease affects both persons.
Why is this project close to heart?
Pardon?
Why is this project close to your heart?
Okay, I'm not a survivor, I'm a victim. Okay, back in the years, my grandpa passed on due to the throat cancer. That led me to feel that pain, and I say that most of the people out there, they are suffering from cancer, but they can't express it or go and say like, or go to the nearest hospital and go for screening and get medication or being treated. So I decided, unlike them sitting back at home, we can join hands and also spread that cancer is real to them and also educate them. Thank you.
That's okay. Okay, next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Need a mic.
Mic.
Hi.
Yes.
I'm Irene Ekan, representing Turkana County. My project is called Young Women's Association. This deals with girls who are dropped out of school because of early pregnancy. And the cause of it is because of the pressure they're getting. And also the sexual abuse like rape. So in my county, you find most of the girls are dropped out of schools because sometimes they lack finance. So they decide to date some sponsors so that they can get a lot of money for them to sustain themselves. So you see, this kind of life misleads them. So I was requesting if the agency will enter in to help me to mobilize some of the girls to know how to go back to schools for them to better their lives. Thank you.
Hi. Okay. How are you sure, or what are you going to do to make a girl leave a sponsor maybe who is giving her a lot of money and go back to school and not have money.
You want to repeat?
Influence aje msichana achane na sponsor mwenye anampatia pesa na aende shule alipiwe karo lakini hapewi pesa.
You talk to her how to respect herself and even give her a talk about sex, because you'll get some of the girls being sponsors, but their lives end up, maybe she'll be affected by HIV and her life will be destroyed.
I presume you're talking about the population in Turkana. We have been in Turkana for auditions, and you know it's a way of life for the young girls to get married early, because that is the societal expectation. Huh? And being something which is cultural, the girls do not see the benefit of going to school because they are prepared to get married early. So I'm trying to understand what is the motivation for them? How will you motivate them to stop that secure life which my colleague has talked about, to go to school where they don't have school fees, they don't have bars, they don't have so many basic things. How do you inspire them to do that instead of, just trying to understand how your project will be, how we can partner in, because we have been there and we've seen.
Okay, in Turkana we have a brand called Muli's Foundation. It deals with children and also rescue. So you get some students went there, they are not capable of going back to school. If the parents talk to the foundation, they will be taken and warudishwa kwa shule. So if the agency will talk to the foundation, maybe we will partner with them. So that when the time the girls went to schools, they will mobilize other girls to join the agency, because this agency also gives second options for their lives to change. So if the girls went there, they will teach others about modeling, so they will be passionate about it.
I'm looking at you being the driver in Turkana. What influence would you be able to have? Because as we are looking to partner with somebody who has an agenda within that area. So how will you do it? You want something very tangible that we can work with. Because as I said, we have come to Turkana 2 consecutive years because we believe we want to change the lives, but it's difficult. So I'm trying to see, what role will you play as the person in Turkana?
Okay, I'll mobilize some girls. So because in our home we have a big compound, so I'll mobilize some girls to come to our home. Then I'll talk to them so that they can get some knowledge. Okay, like me, I finished my school, so I'll tell them this way is right. If you go back to school, you learn more to better your future.
So I remember when we came for auditions, you were about 7 to 8 ladies. And after the auditions, after shortlisting, I think all of them disappeared except you. So how now are you going to convince the other 6 that this is worth it and this is like something they should pursue so that they avoid maybe engaging in those sponsors and early pregnancies and things like that? Nauliza, venye tulikuja auditions, wasichana karibu wa 6 after auditions hawakurudi tena kuparticipate hata on online challenges except you na uko hapa. So utaconvince aje hao wenye walibaki that modeling is a good thing na ni something wanafaa wafanye to avoid maybe kudate ma sponsor na
First, wakikuja kufanya modeling pia inalipa. So hiyo itawasaidia kuinvest warudi kwa shule.
All right, I think we can engage further. Tutaongea zaidi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was that brings us to the end of our presentation today. Whatever it is we've been asking are the things we want to see in the papers or the proposals that we're going to make. We have one comprehensive one, just make something similar, so that by the end of December, we should be able to let you know which projects. We'll choose the ones which are looking viable that we can work with. The others which we don't pick doesn't mean that they're bad projects. It just means that we are not able to work with all the projects. Understand? But the ones who are going to be the winners at the pageant, please have these projects in your mind so that every month you will be doing something that will be in tangent with that. So the next phase we are going to go for activations, but before that, let me have the honor of introducing our hosts in this conference. We have Mr. Ray, who has been with us here for most of the time. Nataka tukusalimia watu kidogo tu, mzee wajue kwamba wako nyumbani na wapatie some word of encouragement as you go. Just by virtue, as I introduce you, you kwamba what you're having with this young people, these are people who are all over the country to contest for Mr. and Mrs. Adoption Africa. It's different because in Tanzania there's more than beauty. It looks at what people have in their hand to do, and that's what they're looking for Africans in general. Kwa hivyo, tafadhali wasalimie na nashukuru sana for your hospitality. It's a beautiful place. Karibuni sana. Ladies first.
Wana walikuwa wengi.
My name is Belda Dele. I'm just so delighted to see all of you here. This facility started a few years ago. It's not old. I've been working on so many things, but it's our hope that you enjoyed your stay with us in this place. I'm so excited because this is a new experience for us. We've had so many activities going on here, but this is just one of its kind. We've never had an activity like this before, and we're just so excited. Thank you so much, Natali, for seeing that this place is a place that you can do something. So you are most welcome again and again and again. I just want to encourage you, each one of you, you're young people, and each of you has something in your heart that you want to do from the few presentations that we were able to hear. And even if you do not become, if you do not win on Saturday, you have something that you want to do. Don't let your dream die. Make a difference in the life of somebody. I've seen somebody wanting to work with disabled, somebody wanting to work with the girls, in our last presentation here. Make a difference in someone's life. In whatever you want to do. If you want to make a difference in somebody's life, and then it will also be, you will also feel fulfilled in have done something. So I just want to wish you all the
Good morning.
I don't have much to add. She has said we are related, we've been friends, we're standing next to each other. I think there's a blue here like this for 45 years. As young people, first I want to tell you, it is possible to be friends with somebody for nearly half a century. Particularly young men, take note. That is my first message for models, because the temptations to have multiple partners to run around are not few, isn't it? Watch out. And the way to watch out is to know who your creator is and what the original intentions of your creator were. Sawa. Secondly, I want to say you are an exceptional group. We've always had many groups, but we've never had the privilege, as she said, to have a group like yourselves. We feel blessed. Until 5 years ago, this was our home. The house at the far corner is where we lived for a little over 30 years as family, until 5, almost 6 years now, when we evicted ourselves to give way to what it is now, and it is still work in progress, as Madame said, because she's the one doing it. We hope next time, if you come again, and we pray you come again, you'll find a very beautiful carpet here. You'll find the studio working well as a real recording studio. You'll find significant improvements. May God bless each one of you in your different aspirations. We worked also in public service. We are now retirees. We're just doing small things to keep ourselves healthy. Daktari would say that. I've just come from looking after cattle, from weeding, and doing all sorts of things like that. I used to be a globe traveler. I lived in 15 countries almost. I'm told there's somebody from South Sudan. Is there one? I lived in your country, also in Sudan, and many other countries. As young people, stay strong despite all the challenges, despite all the difficulties, and alongside that, many temptations to go this way or this way. I had somebody, a young man from Turkana, talk about cancer awareness. That is an extremely important desire. I know it from my personal life, that cancer awareness is an area that requires priority attention. We lose many people unnecessarily, and there is a perception that it's not a big deal, not even a problem. And many of our people are lost because of awareness lacking. Thank you very much. Stay strong, keep it up, and thanks a million Daktari. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, I think we need to give a big round of applause. Now we can proceed to the next place. I think the members are ready. You can round the program.
You should not change into the official t-shirts, the agency t-shirts, and I mean the flat t-shirts. Brand. And then let's meet here at 10 minutes. So that is the 15.
The cup.
12. Please don't.